I'm Lauren.
And I'm Joe, and we've been foster parents for 3 years.
We decided to become foster parents because I actually had a lot of infertility issues. And having one child, she just was one of those kids that just needed more kids around her. And
We knew we had a lot of love to give and wanted to make sure that the kids who weren't getting the love got the love that they needed.
we actually selected CHS because I liked that they covered all of North Carolina. And I felt that we could give to a lot of different counties. And I also heard that they had a lot of good support around them. And I reached out to a lot of foster groups before we even selected one, and we went and met with a lot of people at the agency, and that's really what tied us in. So we're high school sweethearts, so we go way back. And we always talked about like adoption and things like that. And the more research I did, the more I realized like maybe adoption wasn't the route we wanted to go, because we were really big believers that there are kids already out there and it just didn't fit. And we also realized we were young parents at one time, and we were like, if we were really struggling and we didn't have any support, we could have been in that same boat very easily. So it made us like, I think, a little more empathetic and being like, some of these situations, it's a couple bad turns, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I'm way over my head. And I think being a parent, you really can relate to that.
My mom was adopted. She never knew her biological parents. With that being said, it kind of always had that drawn effect to foster care or adoption as per se, because it's already been a part of my family since I was a young kid.
And I think also being part of like a big family, like when we brought in all of our foster kids, they were like, oh, here's another kid, okay, they're awesome.
It's not even that she's in foster care or that he's in foster care, they just accept him like it's just another kid that's there to play with. So, and definitely made it a little crazier, that's for sure. Good crazy, not bad crazy, let me put it that way.
We actually talk a lot about this in our support group that we went to. A lot of parents come in and be like, what should I know about being a foster parent? And I think you don't expect what it's actually gonna be like. Like you're like, oh, it's gonna be like this, and this. It isn't. Roll with the punches.
To expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected.
Because it's not always laid out as they make it seem.
Yes. Kids are gonna be different in different environments, right? And then also, you just kind of have to tell people when you need the support you need, reach out when you actually do need it, and push for your kids, like fight for them, because no one else has been.
Yeah, to make sure that you advocate for your kids and make sure that you're, pushing for them for the right things.
Yeah.
So, and expect the unexpected. Okay. And you're gonna be okay no matter what happens at the end of it, but just know you gotta roll with the punches as they come through. It's the best advice.
Some days are hard and some days are good, and that's just what it is. I think also being like a stepping stone in their life, like being like, okay, I went somewhere, there was this lady named Lauren and this guy named Joe, and they watched us and they were okay, but they were all right. And then all of a sudden, like I was back home again, or I got adopted, or whatever, we were part of their story. It's a bittersweet. It's like they're going on the path they're supposed to go on, and you kind of just have to like let it go and know that you were that person that they needed in their life. It's okay to be upset about it. It's okay to grieve that part of your life. It's okay to miss them, but just know that without you, you don't know where they would have gone. You helped them and their parents, be successful.
Definitely bittersweet, as in knowing that you've put the work in to help them get there, and you knowing that they're doing the right thing by going where they need to go, no matter what it is. So you see a kid walk through your door, and whether they're coming back in an hour from now, you're still gonna miss them.
Yeah.
So you still will always have that place for them in your heart, but knowing that you've done the work and you've given them the reason to be able to go back and do what they need to do, and you're pushing them to do it, then I think it's okay to have some part of you still miss them.
And I think it's also knowing that it's not even just that you supported the kids, but you also supported the parent, like that they were able to make the right moves, and they were able to get themselves on their feet, and they were able to feel confident in getting their kids back. I think that's also
but that's ultimately the goal for some people, is that they hey, listen, they might have had a mess up here or there throughout their life, but they're working on getting better, and as long as you're helping somebody, then at the end of the day you feel great about it.
Be a foster parent.
It's worth it.